there's one thing that the world has become more and more obsessed with, it seems to be health and fitness. And whether that's because of everybody's awareness of their own mortality, or just because of the rise of fitness influencers and their popularity just skyrocketing over the past 5 to 6 years. I mean, maybe it's COVID, but it just seems like there's new gyms popping up everywhere. Every gym that I go to at least has 1 or 2 days out of the week where it's just packed to the brim with people. And it seems like a lot of people, no matter the age, young or old, are just trying to get healthy, which honestly, there's something the world should be obsessed with. I'm glad that it's health and fitness, for the better or for the worse as well. I mean, look around, tons and tons of new protein products coming out every single day. You know, new versions of whey, new ways to get your creatine in, all the influencers spreading information and sometimes misinformation about what workouts you should do, how you should eat, etc., etc., etc. And I'm a part of it. I love health and fitness. I love the gym. I love lifting. And I've had, I'd say an on and off relationship with the working out and staying fit. And since 2021, I'd say, I've been truly trying to actually, do the gym correctly, I guess. It wasn't until 2023 that I actually started tracking, my food, trying to really lock in diet with lifting, cardio, exercise, etc. And that's why today I wanted to go over my fitness goals. So what are they? So currently I'm on a bulk. As you can see, getting a little hefty. That's by design. I am currently trying to reach a goal weight. What is that goal weight? I am trying to reach 180. Now, this is give or take, just because depending on how big I feel, or let's say I get to 180, I'm like, I'm still not big enough, which who knows, with my height, I'm right around 5'6.5", 5'7", 5'8" on a good day. I could want to be bigger, who knows, but I'm going to try to reach 180, which I will reach 180. That's my goal weight. Now, how am I going to get there? Currently, with my bulk, I am doing a calorie surplus, and for those of you who work out and go to the gym, you know exactly what that means. That's just the amount of calories over my maintenance. And if you're wondering what all these terms are, or you're wondering, well, what's my calorie surplus, what's my maintenance, etc., this all depends on specifically your measurements. So for me, I measure my height, my weight, and your age, and based off of those three things, you can calculate maintenance, surplus, and deficit. And deficits for cutting, which I will be doing later, but just to kind of go more deep into it, my specific fitness goals again are to get to 180, and the way I'm doing that is through a surplus. That surplus being 3,000 calories. Now, that is roughly right around 500 to 600 surplus above my maintenance, which depending on my weight is going to be sitting right around that 2,500 calorie mark. But yeah, so I am trying to reach that goal weight, bulking up, gaining weight, and eating 3,000 calories a day. I gotta say, it's really fun. Bulking to me is just super fun because not only do I get to eat a lot more than I would when I'm cutting, I get to have fun with it. I don't have to worry as much about being, in that calorie deficit. When it comes to my workouts, adding on to my diet, I am currently doing a lot of progressive overload. My buddy Parker, we kind of follow this Jeff Nippard workout routine that he does. And every day I'm feeling stronger, feeling good. And with the bulking and a surplus, I am doing a relatively clean bulk. Like, it's not perfect. I still throw in cereal and sweets and, fattier foods every now and again. But I'm trying to keep it as clean as I can, but while still leaving room for the fun stuff. Because eventually, with this bulk, I want to go... I'm going to have to eventually cut again if I want to get all this fat off, So... Eventually, I'm thinking around, I guess it depends on when I reach 180, but I'm thinking right around March is probably when I'll reach that point. Who knows? I have been gaining weight really quickly since I started bulking. Just to put it into perspective, I started bulking last week of October, and it's currently the second week of December, and I'm up about, give or take, almost 10 pounds, which is a lot in that short amount of time. And this has to do with a lot of different things, but to kind of go over what I kind of maintain is, again, I'm keeping that calorie surplus, I'm lifting, and I'm also still doing cardio. I want to make sure my metabolism is still, going, and I want to have a good metabolism, and to do that, I still maintain at least an hour of cardio a day, and there's some days where I do more than that, alongside that calorie surplus and my lifting. And I'm working out 6-7 days a week. On the days that are supposed to be rest days, those are technically cardio days for me. So again, you can't just, eat 3,000 calories of junk and lift for 30 minutes and think that's going to be a good bulk. Yeah, you might make some gains, but I've learned the hard way that bulking the right way is how you're going to make gains and how you're going to be able to look good after a cut. I bulked last year, but I didn't do it correctly, and I was kind of just eating crap, to be honest. And when I cut earlier in the year, I did cut a lot of weight and a lot of fat, but I was looking kind of small. And truly, I want to reach my physical peak. What is my natural physical peak? And so to do that, I want to do this the right way. I love fitness, again, health and fitness, working out, lifting is probably my number one hobby. And I mean, let's be honest, who doesn't want to be healthy? That's why people are obsessed with this, look good, feel good. I mean, come on, everybody wants to get goggled at just a little bit. Don't lie. Come on. I know you wouldn't mind being goggled at, but yeah, those are kind of my fitness goals, and we'll see what I'm looking like in a few months. Who knows? Again, I'm gaining weight at a rapid pace, and the app I use to track all my food is this app here, Macro Factor. If you want to really level up your gains, your lifting, you need to keep track of this stuff. You need to keep track of what you're putting into your body, and you do have to pay for this app. But the great part about it is that every week, as long as you put in your weight and all the things you're eating in a day, you are able to get a little progress report each week. And so it'll say, you gained this amount of weight. Let's adjust your calories, your protein, your macros to this to maintain this to reach your goal. So currently I have my goal for 180 inputted in the app alongside how long I want to take to get there. So I think I have it set at around a pound and a half a week. So it's something like that, but the app is great. It lets you, reach your goals, or I guess help reach your goals. You still have to put in the work to input and track everything. But if you truly want to reach your physical peak, this is the best way to do it. I know tracking sucks. It took me like 3 years of working out before I actually really started tracking and trying to do this right. If I'm going to do it, I want to do it right. And I'm going to do periodic update at the end of my bulk. So once I do reach 180, I want to make another video just kind of seeing where I'm at, seeing what I look like. I'm probably going to be even more hefty here and probably a lot of fat around the waist, but I'm feeling strong. And after that too, we are going to be doing a cut, but I'll get into that once the bulk is ending. But that's just kind of a little update on one of my hobbies, lifting. And if you want any advice or want to get into bodybuilding, just like my sister, that's right, she's another reason I do this. Got to keep up with her. Then I'll leave her stuff in the description. But that's why I do this. I mean, let's be real. We all want to look good, And, again, it is to be healthy, and you only have one body. And when I'm 50, I want to be able to still do things, still run, still be able to play sports. We have to build that foundation now while we're young, so that way when we're older, the work, we don't have to put in as much work, and it's a lot easier to, maintain a physique that isn't gonna cripple you. I see a lot of older people say that the longer you wait to get in shape, the harder it is. And so that's why I'm doing this now. I mean, I just love it too. I mean, I can understand why it's hard for people to get into working out, but I personally love it. Yeah, it's an acquired thing for sure. But thank you for watching. Again, please stream my new song, I Hate the Club, if you love house music. If you want to listen to this at the gym, check it out. I think you'll like it. But thank you guys, and peace. Stay safe.
I hate the club.
Actually, I've been trying to think of a new way to outro these videos. I'm gonna start, using different phrases and things. I need to figure out my own outro.
I hate the club.
For now, it's peace out.
Overpriced drinks.
Or maybe I should do like goodbye, love you guys. Or maybe something. I don't know what a good outro would be. We'll see.